How do we determine our function?
Determine it, you should know it, basically. Right. You should know yourself. Because you have functions for gangsters and functions for healers. And you need to be in touch with what it is. You have to have some sense of what's true for you, what's real for you. No doubt. And what side of the fence you're on. You need to know that for yourself. And if you find that you're really confused about it, then you find someone who you trust can tell you what it is, who knows you in a certain way. Sometimes that's an elderly family member, or someone who knows the history of the family, just in case you're that foggy-headed, that you don't know what the direction of the family might be. And many families have a direction, but then many individuals are beyond the direction of the family. That's what an individual should know about themselves.
So how does one begin to know about themselves? Because that seems to be the question for many people.
How do you know about yourself?
Or know yourself, to know
How do you know yourself?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can tell you about that beyond the point. Right? It's like asking you, what do you like? You know, what do you do? You know, how are you being with yourself? So, I mean, everybody has a sense of who they are and where they're going and what they want, what they like, what they desire, what they need. It's understood.
And once one comes to understand their function, how do you know it's the right thing to do?
Well, if it's good, right? You have to determine what good is for you, you know, what the right thing is for you. You need to know these things for yourself. Because if you're in a position where other people have to tell you what's right for you, I think you're in trouble. That could be anything, say, going in any direction, let's say. But then there's some people who are closer to you who can tell you in the event that you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, can tell you what at least they think you should be doing. Talk to your friends or family. Talk to someone who's close to you. Sometimes they know you better than you know yourself. So it's not really about the self, it's really about coming to terms with what your karmic patterns are and getting in touch with what you can determine to be your function, what you're supposed to be doing here. See? What your job is, see, mostly.
When someone feels a need or desire to do service, should they stay close to home, close to family with that?
Stay close to home.
In other words, do you go out and save the whole world, or do you start with your own family, your own
You have
circle?
to start with yourself, right, and have a view. So when I talked about people who are here as saviors of the world, but what I was saying earlier was about those people who are evolving, who get to a point where they know they're here to help other people because they can help other people. They don't have the same, let's say, self-destructive or self-dividing or insecurity problems. So you have to know your psychology, first of all. You need to know what you can do, what you should do that makes you feel like you're inspiring other people. I don't have anything else to add to that.
Is experience the best teacher for that?
Self-knowledge is a phrase used. What is your self-knowledge?
Is that best developed through sitting?
Sitting, yeah. Something can be developed through sitting. I'm not sure exactly what anyone needs to do. Sitting, walking, standing, eating, you know, all these sort of basics, all of these are important, but this, let's say, questioning should be offered to somebody who knows what they're here to do already, and who's not just looking for what to do. I mean, it's almost like saying, what is a lost person supposed to do? You have to find yourself. You know, you need to know where you're going, at least have a sense of it, and then from there determine if that's right for you. In other words, everybody's already in motion. Everyone already has momentum. Everyone already has instincts, patterns of behavior already in place. You have family energy, you have family karma. you have friends, you have associates, so you can find out through all those points, see, what you need to do if you're that lost. So we're really not talking about those who are really completely, radically lost, no have a clue, they don't even know they have a head. See, that's where this is going. Who knows that they have a head? Yeah. See. So if you're talking about people who are on the path already and then let's say, are being open to a change of direction or higher direction, if you want to use that terminology, then of course, that's a different conversation.